Welcome back to the Talk and Chop podcast, brought to you by the folks at Chief of Staff KC, your local trusted talent scouts making connections that matter. Joining us this week is Lucas Ingala, CEO and founder of Watchmen Security.
That's right.
Lucas, it's great to see you, man. It's last time I talked to you was in the pandemic, so hopefully your 2021 is shaping up a little bit better than pandemic. So how you been?
Yeah. Been good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Of course.
Yeah. Anything's better than the pandemic.
Yeah, true that.
So, it's good. You know, there's a lot going on, but there's a lot of good stuff going on too, right? You just got to look around and search for it. So we're growing. We got a great team and great people, and you know, we've done a lot through it all. You know, through all the stuff that's been going down, masks, vaccines, blah blah blah. You know, all the stuff.
That's right.
We've really have grown through it.
Nice.
Not only I think it's made us better leaders internally in the company, but just our entire company has pushed through, and really I think we're tighter because of it.
Nice.
So
There we go.
Great to hear.
Awesome.
yeah, so it's worked out great for us.
Awesome.
You know? It's been awesome.
Well,
Plus, I had a baby during COVID.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
go.
So that's cool.
Congratulations.
I love having another Lucas on the show.
Yeah, I know. I was
Good
like,
deal.
this might be confusing. So,
Well, the Chiefs bounced back in a big way in Washington, at least in the second half of that
right,
game
yeah.
in Washington this past Sunday. But things were a little shaky there to start things off. We'll get into our takes on that turnaround victory, as well as our preview of Week 7 against the Titans. But first, we're bringing you our position of the week, brought to you by Chief of Staff KC. We're a recruiting firm based in Brookside, and we'll bring you the best HR, operations, marketing, sales, accounting and finance, and administrative talent that Kansas City has to offer. I don't know why I did that in a different order this time, but we got through it. Lucas, what do you got this week?
Mixing it up for our viewers, right? So if they didn't hear the first one last time, the
Yeah,
last one this
there you
time, they'll understand who we are and what we do. So we have three real quick from each division. We have internal audit roles now for the accounting and finance team, some financial services companies downtown, competitive pay, anyone coming from public accounting they'd look at who wants to stay in audit, or if you've been on the corporate side in audit roles, they'd love to talk to you as well. Competitive pay, benefits, the whole gamut. As far as the administrative division, some executive assistant positions. So those are high level, high paying for some C-level executives. We have numerous there. And then on the operations, sales, and HR team, they're looking for a few operations managers right now with the manufacturing company in the city. And they have another one. I'm drawing a blank on the industry, but it is competitive pay, good benefits, and it's a competitive market out there right now. It's a candidate market. So even if you've been window shopping, I think it's time to pull the trigger. We could put together something great for you.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, those are our positions of the week, brought to you by Chief of Staff KC, your local trusted talent scouts making connections that matter.
That's right. Well, Lucas, appreciate you having you here.
thank you guys.
We're pumped. Emerson's been telling me a little bit about your story. You know, obviously our viewers may not know who you are, and so we want to kind of give you, the floor here. Talk to us a little bit about how you've evolved your company and maybe yourself as a leader over the last decade.
Yeah. So Lucas Ingala, I'm a CEO, founder of Watchmen Security Services. Here in town, we are Kansas City's first choice for security.
There we go.
And
Yeah.
we protect what matters most to you. So, to answer your question, how I've developed as a leader, I mean, really, I think I've gotten good at spotting talent. And I've gotten good people around me. So the people that are on our team, I think they just make me look good. You know? I'm probably not that good. But the people on our team, from our technicians to our customer care people to our people leading operations projects, our sales leaders, we got some great people that are known in the city that are on my team, and I think they just make me look real good. So I think if I've gotten good at anything, I've gotten good at getting myself around the right people, and that are great team members and great leaders. You know, and,
Awesome.
and I think that's probably what I've done as a leader, or how I've grown as a leader.
Awesome.
Myself. So
That's a perfect segue into our next question regarding culture. Sounds like you've started to build a successful one.
Yeah, so at Chief of Staff, Casey likes to call us the conduits of culture.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
Yeah, we find
I
that,
love that.
you know, focusing on culture fit's vital to making good placement with any of our clients. And so, from your experience, managing Watchmen over the years, what are your thoughts on culture? When you make a hire, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I mean, so I think when we're talking culture, that is the glue that holds any organization together, right?
Right.
It's the attracting force that it creates positive energy for people to come be attracted to your company and then stay within your company, right? So I always like to use like Chick-fil-A, right? When you roll up to a Chick-fil-A, you know you're at a Chick-fil-A, right? The girl or the guy's out there smiling, what's your order? They're making sure it's right. And the place is packed out all the time, right? That's right? And I think that's because people like going there. They just like the experience. So when, and that's the culture, that's the DNA of Chick-fil-A. And so we've modeled that. So it's like, it's vital. I mean, you have to have it and getting the right people in the right seats where they're in their God-given grace window or their talent and ability where it's not a job to them, right?
Sure.
It's something that they have a passion for.
Right.
They wake up every day, they want to go to work, they want to do it. Doesn't mean every day is perfect, but they want to go in and do what they do every day. Right. And then hiring and firing and promoting around your core values. That's when it means something, right? If you get promoted because of things that you believe in as a company, now all of a sudden it's like, wow, these aren't just on a wall. They're not just talking about them. This is like real.
Sure.
And your employees and your team starts realizing that. And then as you do that, then it starts building out from there, right? Because otherwise it's just words.
Right.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
You got to live it.
Yeah, you gotta live it. So so I love the conduit thing.
Yeah,
Goes
that's
into what
awesome.
you're saying.
Well, I appreciate the insight there. I mean, it sounds like I know firsthand, how your culture is from working with you guys in the past and knowing some people in there. So nothing but good things that I'm hearing. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to hit you with some quick hitter questions, okay? We got 3 right
Quick
in a row.
hit me.
All right, man. So the first one we briefly touched on for the show, we're going to start with the first down. So a recent bit of success that's going to lead to further success for you and your company.
So recent bit of success, I have 2.
Okay.
So we've bitten off a new vertical that we're really doing really well in.
Nice.
It's a multi-family vertical where we have a smart in-unit home automation kind of thing.
Okay,
cool. I like it.
For the tenants that are living in these communities. And they have access all on a phone app that they can get in, dog wash, movie theater, gym, whatever. And then on the backside, the property management company can navigate and manage the entire property all on one platform. We're the only company, I think, in the country that sells this product.
Nice.
Not the only company, but our product that we sell is the only one in the country that does mixed use.
Okay.
And so Class A, so work, live, play kind of thing, all on one platform.
I have a quick guess.
So-
is that Homebase AI?
No,
Sounds very similar to them.
no.
My brother just got a job
So
there.
this is Brevo's Smart Home.
Okay, gotcha.
And Brevo's the leader in cloud security.
Cool.
They have they've been doing it since 2000. So Homebase is a competitor of ours, actually. So thank you for plugging that.
I'm sorry.
However,
just got a new job there.
we come up against them a lot, and we win a lot.
Nice.
Because again, this is the only product that does Class A office, multifamily. Plus, they've got a massive platform. They've been doing it since 2000, and they're a global, worldwide leader.
Wow.
In everything access control.
Sure.
And smartphone cloud enablement stuff. So
That'll lead to
So I mean, we've been really working with a lot of big players here in town.
Yeah.
That we're thankful that they're our clients and people that have nationwide portfolios.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it fits perfectly with what you guys do.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we're cloud-based and young environment.
Sure.
And it provides a great experience for our tenants and for our management companies that we're working with. And it's easy. Everyone wants something easy.
That's right. That's right.
So that's an answer to your quick hit, number 1.
There we go.
That's the first success. The second success is we've made some really good hires.
Nice.
So our sales team has been developing. We've made just a recent hire, a gentleman that is pretty well known in the city. He's that entrepreneur type. He
There you
owned a
go.
business. He's inside of our company now and is going to bring a lot of value to people that he's out talking to. So
Exciting.
Congrats on that.
it's cool.
You got plenty of future successes that are
There
just
you
waiting
go.
to happen. So
Yeah, like
building.
I said, it's the people we hire,
Yep.
and really they make us look good. So
Love that.
we'll touch on it. It doesn't have to be a terrible setback by any means, but it needs to be something that maybe you had to overcome. So a SAC is going to be what we're focusing on. Recent setback that you've had to overcome.
Well, a SAC for me is probably in 2019.
Okay.
So do you want me to go back that
No,
far?
you
Do you
can-
want me to tell
yeah,
you a
if you want
recent
to.
one?
Let's
Okay,
do it.
so,
Love to hear it.
2019, I was a horrible leader. Okay. I made the wrong hires. I had the wrong people in the wrong seats. I wasn't providing good direction. The vision was always there. I'm a visionary entrepreneur. But the operational piece of it wasn't there, and it was missing. And my people suffered because of it. Thankfully, I think I lost. I know I lost the wrong people. Okay, and I kept the right people around, and they went through a lot with me. But it was probably one of the most trying years of my life, me and my wife's life.
Wow.
Just because there was, financial issues, leadership issues, people issues, process issues, just all the issues.
Yeah.
And I think I did everything wrong in 2019.
I love the transparency.
That you could possibly do wrong.
Yeah,
I'm just being open and honest. There's not a blueprint to run a business, right? And anyone that says they have it all figured out, then it's like they don't.
Right.
So anyway, we learned a lot, but since then, like our CFO that we're working with in 20, so when all this pandemic stuff happened, literally we did like a massive swing all in 6 months, just fixing people and processes, and again, bringing in good people.
That's great.
And hiring the right people. And then, so from that, so we're way better than we were then.
That's
but,
awesome.
No debt.
Sure.
Rolling, going strong. But I'm definitely probably going to write a book or something so I can make back.
I'll read
so
it.
I can make back that. But it was it was tough, and hopefully I can help people through that. Right.
It was a sack on first down, then you got up and completed a pass.
Yeah,
on
it was a sack.
Yeah.
And
there you go. What about a Hail Mary, lofty goal that you have for the next 12 months?
Yeah. So 12 months. Basically we want to double in size.
Awesome.
It is a lofty goal.
Yeah, no joke.
So we've got an aggressive goal. It's an attainable goal. Some people may not think so, but I think so.
Sure.
But I just listened to a speaker. I was out of town at an industry leadership conference, and this guy's a world-renowned soccer coach, and so he ran these teams. And they basically, these guys were running the mile in a certain amount of time, and he would just keep notching it down by 30 seconds, and they kept hitting it.
Yeah.
And he'd go, well, I'm going to try it again. Now, obviously, you cannot continue.
Yeah.
But he would notch it down. They'd keep hitting it. And so it was like one of those things like Roger Bannister. No one ever broke the 5-minute mile until he did it.
Sure.
And then a bunch of people did it after him. So it's a lofty goal. But it's attainable, and I think we can achieve it.
Yeah.
And
Continuous improvement over time.
Yeah,
That's right.
and incremental improvements, and we'll get those big swings, and it'll happen. So I'm confident in it. That's our big goal for the next 12 months.
1% better every day, right?
Yep.
So that'll be
100%.
exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well,
guys.
I appreciate all the insight. Again, Lucas even mentioned it, the transparency you have as a leader, to kind of talk about some of your, downfalls and how you kind of come back from that. We need more people like you that are open and willing to talk about that to teach the next generation of entrepreneurs that, it's not all a cakewalk. You're going to deal with some hard times. And, no matter how much you might think you got it figured out, there's always something to learn. So, appreciate the insight there. But let's jump into some talk and chop now that we got through the shop. So, obviously not the cleanest game in Washington on Sunday. We came out, Pat Mahomes probably had the worst interception of his career. But Lucas, we give, in a spirit to Andy Reid, we give our guests a first take in every game. So with that, time's yours. How do you think the game went?
I think Andy's got a lot of work ahead of him. I think there's a blending of the whole team that needs to come together where they're all clicking and all on the same page and rolling together. So there's a chemistry that happens and a dynamic that happens, and I think we need to tap into that and get that. So so I know they're going to work on it defensively. Obviously, it's not the Chiefs that we're used to, right? And I think they would admit that. So we got some work to do. I think we're going to win this week. I know we're talking about that next, but I think we're going to win. And I think that's going to help put some wind in our sails, and then maybe get us on the right path. So.
No, I completely agree with you. The first half was tough to watch at times, and it felt like I had thoughts of the whole season, like, is this how it's going to be?
Are we a bad team?
What's going on? It was so unorthodox and out of character of the Chiefs we know and love. Now that second half, I was talking with Tucker, that was reminiscent of our Chiefs, right? Now, I think what it comes down to is we're a momentum-based team. I say that a lot, but it's like, can we carry that into the next game, or are we going to start slow and kind of have to crawl out of that hole? So if I could take one thing from that most recent victory was, let's continue that momentum. Let's keep hitting on all cylinders and keep the thing moving.
Yeah, and I mean, in my opinion, I think it came down to the defense kind of figuring things out. One thing that I've noticed that's been missing all season is that championship swagger. We don't play with the same type of heart that we did when we had a chip on our shoulder trying to break through. Now we're getting everyone's best shot, and I don't think we're giving it our best shot. I think you started to see in the second half the defense finally clicked. We held them scoreless. Mahomes went for 275 and 2 TDs. That's the Chiefs we know and love. And again, hopefully they can carry that over. But we just need some of that heart and that hustle back. And I think we're finally starting to see it with Matthew kind of blowing up on the sideline, holding people accountable. So that's the honey badger I know and love right there. But,
Well, we'll kind of look into the next game, as you kind of alluded to a little bit. So we'll let you get started. But Sunday against the Titans in Nashville, what are you thinking?
I mean, I think we're going to win.
Okay.
I really do. I think we're coming together. I think we'll probably win by 14 points.
I would love to see that.
That's my prediction. I think we're going to learn and we're going to win. Andy's got a winning attitude. We've got good leadership on the team. Everything rises and falls on leadership, guys, right? Whether you're a leader on the field, offensively, defensively, you're a coordinator, you're a head coach, you're the owner, everything rises and falls on that. So I think we've got the right leaders in place. And just like you said, Matthew getting fired up on the sideline, right? And holding our guys accountable. So I think we're going to go in, we're going to win by 14. And then we're going to get momentum going into the rest of the season.
Yep.
I mean, I'm on that same page because I mean, you just saw last night that victory that the Titans have did not come without a price. Julio went down, Taylor Lewan went down, and there was another guy that I can't remember off the top of my head that all went down.
Their rookie cornerback, Farley.
So they're a little dinged up going into this game. Hopefully, we can take advantage.
Stop Derrick Henry. That's going to be the biggest
Best of luck.
Goal for our team. And if we need to hold each other accountable, it's somebody's going to have to sacrifice their body each and every play to take the legs out of that guy, because he is their engine. He is the Titans' engine. And without Derrick Henry, that team, in my opinion, does not go. So that'll be our
100%.
biggest thing.
Hopefully we can bring Chris Jones back inside for this game, at least just this game. I know that experiment hasn't gone the way that we hoped it would, but Jaron Reed, Chris, and Noddy on the inside, I think we could get some good run stops. I mean, the last time we played them in the AFC Championship, we held Henry. So, maybe we'll get surprised. You never know. You never know.
Well, you know what? It takes some turnovers, right?
That's
so if we get some turnovers, then our offense will do. Football is such a mental game. I don't know if you guys played or not, but it's such a mental game, along with any sport. But you get in these guys' heads, you get some turnovers, you pop them hard, right? And that just those little things start shifting that game around. So they're going to have to show up on defense.
They got to ride that
and stop the run game.
Well, I know you said 14 points, but do you have a firm score prediction for us?
I think it's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an actual score prediction though? 38-24?
28-14?
No, I think we'll score more than 28.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be 32.
Okay. All right.
I think we'll
pretty much what we've been
a 14-point spread, and we'll be
I love it.
So if that happens, you guys gonna give me $20?
I think so.
Yeah, and we'll do
Nail it on the
something.
head.
We'll do a happy hour or something on us, all right? I think we'll go 35-24. I saw a quick stat. We're 36-1 if we hold the opposing team to 27 points or less with Patrick Mahomes at the helm. So all we got to do is hold the defense, or our defense has to hold the opposing offense to 27 points, 5 scores or less, and we have a very good chance of winning.
Wait, what'd you say?
Winning this game. He's 36-1, Patrick Mahomes, if his defense holds the opposing offense to 27 points.
No, what
or
was
less.
the score you said?
35-24, excuse me.
Okay. I'm going to go 31-27. I think it's going to be pretty close. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop Derrick Henry, but I think in the end, we're a little bit fresher, a little bit more healthy coming into this. So
that's right.
Hopefully that happens. Tucker, what about you, man?
I'm going to go 34-31.
34,
Close
31.
game.
I like that as
Little
well.
shootout.
I like that as well. Well, I think we're going to average 30 points pretty much all
Yeah.
season. This offense is historic, to say nonetheless. But Lucas, appreciate your time and
Thank you,
insight
man.
into leadership
Thank you,
and
guys.
being an entrepreneur. It was awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here as always. But that does it for week 6 of Talkin' Chop, brought to you by the folks at Chief of Staff KC. Whether you're listening on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts, make sure to subscribe and follow us along all season as we interview some of Kansas City's top execs and personalities. Catch you all next week. And as always,
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.